Indeed, both those topics were in agenda of my trip to China. So as regards first one, indeed, our trade relationship is very imbalanced. And as you mentioned, we are running a trade deficit close to 400 billion euros. So one of my main points in different meetings and engagements was a need for more economic rebalancing and reciprocity. And that's why from our side, we paid lots of attention on questions related to market access barriers in China to improve that reciprocity. Also, I use this trip to provide a broader picture from the EU side as regards geopolitical developments, including Russia's aggression against Ukraine. And there we were seeking more China's engagement on two specific topics. One on restoration of Black Sea grain initiative, which is important also to ensure food security and affordability in developing countries, something China is itself always emphasizing as an important issue. And another topic, indeed, making sure that there are less sanctioned goods and dual-used goods reaching Russia from China's territory. So we were seeking also more engagement on this.
Vice President, I would like to focus on the details of the investigation to Chinese subsidies to EV makers for a second, because there's a lot of speculation at this stage about who is going to be impacted by your investigation. Could you confirm to us whether Tesla is going to be impacted by this investigation, Commissioner?
Indeed, there is lots of speculation, but at this stage, the scope of investigation is not decided yet. So we are doing the pre-initiation consultations with Chinese authorities, and the scope is still to be determined. So what has been announced so far from the Commission side is that, strictly speaking, it does not cover only Chinese brand electrical vehicles. So indeed, it may cover also other electrical vehicles, but exact scope, which producers are going to be covered by this, it's not decided at this stage.
Right, so it could include, let's say, it could include certain European brands as well. Vice President, I would like to check as well, because you've mentioned that you were constantly pressed by Chinese officials during this trip when it comes to this specific probe. And one of the comments that we got from Chinese authorities is that they are worried about Europe's protectionist views. In conversations that you had with Chinese officials, at any point did they mention potential retaliation measures from China given this investigation that you've just started?
Indeed, this topic was extensively raised from the Chinese side during my visit. So I was reassuring Chinese authorities that this is a well-established process, anti-subsidy investigation, and we are going to conduct it in a strict compliance with applicable EU and WTO rules and principles. And it is a facts-based investigation. So there will be ample opportunity to engage with Chinese authorities, also with Chinese industry, to determine the possible presence of trade distorting subsidies. And then it's only that part which is going to be rebalanced.